Tech Gumbo back on your radio here on Talk 107.3 FM WBRP. Baton Rouge's local talk and information leader, and it is time to welcome our weekly guest into the studio. And this is a familiar face to myself and to folks in the tech business community here in Baton Rouge. I remember when she was starting her career out of college, and now, my goodness, Natalie Noel, you have just blossomed.
Well, you're just too kind.
You're incredible. Now, I'm going to let Haggai explain the awesomeness that you engage in.
Well, Natalie has come a long way with her career. I remember way back when meeting her when she was back with Help Solutions.
Help Solutions. We met at Albasha's.
That's
for
right.
lunch.
We had lunch one day, and we're talking about CRM and different ways to do things with the sales careers and the technology world. And our friendship started then and been going along ever since.
Y'all kind of did the same thing.
We had complementary roles. Yes.
Okay, gotcha. And now you're part of the Tech Advocate Group. What is that?
So the Tech Advocate Group, I started coming up on 3 years now to basically take all of my experience and be able to provide insights, because what I was seeing is a lot of companies, they had some knowledge of what was going on, what was a problem, and perhaps technology might be a good fit, but they didn't know that great resources like Gulf South Technology Solutions existed. They didn't know how to get in touch with them. They don't know how to get insights out of or implement a CRM tool. They just didn't know what to do. And so I wanted to be that resource to come in, provide insights.
Problem solving.
Set it up.
So before we go too much, we try not to use a whole lot of acronyms out here on this show.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us what CRM is.
I forget. I throw that CRM around often. So CRM is customer relationship management software. A popular one is Salesforce.com. But all the big brands like Microsoft, they all have their own version of CRM.
And what's the best way to use, or how do you use CRM?
Well, more than likely you're going to need a consultant, but what you can do basically with CRM is it's a way for you to track all of your accounts, your contacts, your leads, and sales opportunities in one central system, which will keep everyone on the same page, management all the way down to the salespeople, so they know who they're calling on, where they are in the stages, and then management can get the insights that they're looking for to run their business.
And James, how is this different from Outlook? Because we talk about Outlook a lot on this show.
Right. Well, Outlook is actually most of the CRM packages integrate with Outlook.
Okay.
Or some function thereof. So if I send an email from Outlook, that email can be tracked via the CRM system as to whether the person that I sent it to read it. When did they read it? It can give us those types of insights to where it just didn't fall in a mailbox somewhere.
So what it does is that CRM Outlook, when that email, if I'm sending an email to Darren, if I've got Darren tagged to Darren Incorporated, and it recognizes your email address, then it grabs that entire email that was sent to you and it adds it into that CRM account. So I don't have to go back to Outlook and search for all the emails that I sent to you. I can go into my CRM, I can pull up Darren, and I can see a list of all the emails that I've ever sent to you or you've sent back to me.
Plus contact info.
Plus contact information, what we've talked about, the notes.
Yeah, it enables for collaboration. If I'm on your team, on Haggai's team, I can't see his Outlook. But if we have a central place, I can see all the communications that he's had with a particular client, with a particular opportunity. So we're on the same page. We're driving towards closing the deal, which is how we can increase revenue, keep everyone on the same page, all going in that same direction.
And it's more robust than just a contact address book.
Right, and that's who we work with, the companies that want to do more with it than just a kind of basic fancy Rolodex.
Because my first thought is I would want to maintain contact with my customer base on a regular basis and set up, say, cycles when I'm going to contact. Hey, it's been 6 months. I'm going to just pick a random time period out of the sky, and I need to contact Joe's Auto Repair. Will this type of program say, hey, here's who you need to talk to nowadays.
Definitely. I mean, at a basic level, you're able to schedule out your appointments, your activities, keep track of all of those things. But what we're seeing,
Awesome.
a big shift and a big trend is, taking it a step further, because the buyer is different today. The buyer is educating themselves. They're going online. They're consuming content. They're looking to educate themselves. So 80% of their buying cycle is already completed. So now we need to get our salespeople up to speed with that. So they need to know, okay, they're at this phase of their buying process. They're going to need this type of content. And so these systems can help enable them to close more business and have everything all in one place.
Yeah, the whole nature of marketing is changing. It's no longer this, hey, what can I do to sell you something? All right, it's
and
you let the people come to you.
Right.
And you can list out, if it's just a prospect, it's somebody you're interested in talking to, you label that account as a prospect, so it's not treated as a client yet. And so then you can, then once, even as a prospect, you can, in most of the CRMs, you can say, okay, you've gone from just a pure spot prospect to being qualified, or, even if it was just a lead to a prospect to qualified to I've delivered a proposal now to I made the sale, now they are a client. And so you can,
Right.
it takes you all the way through the whole sales cycle. And then once they are a client, like you said, you can set yourself reminders to go back and visit them on regular schedules so you stay in touch with your clients so your competitors don't.
And two, from a management perspective, I don't have to meet with each one of my salespeople every day to find out what they have going on. Everything is in the CRM
Right.
system, and I can run reports. Okay, here's how many visits, Haggai had last week, and here's how many the other salespeople had, and here's what we have in the pipeline. I can just take a quick, glimpse at that without having to, call a formal meeting and have everybody together. So from a management perspective, it's just the best thing you can have.
It all sounds like this more personal way of marketing your business. Because in the old days, like I just mentioned, it was all, you got to go out and make those sales. ABC, always be closing. And now
Coffee's for closers.
Exactly. You think I'm not going to say that. We don't want to bleep that.
Easy.
But it really is. I was certified this year, if I may toot my own horn, in inbound marketing.
Look at you.
Thank you very much. And
we're big proponents of inbound marketing.
I could tell by some of the language, and it's made sales and no offense to anybody, anywhere, a less sleazy, cheesy kind of thing. And, now James looks like he's going to kill me over there, but now think about it. You used to say sales, and what was the first thing that came to your mind? A used car salesman. Now, an account representative. That's completely different. Customer service representative.
Everyone is a knowledge expert now, or needs to be on your
There
staff.
you go.
You need to be. I
A
got the
sales
best compliment
professional.
today, and that was from a prospect, and he says, "Wow, you're just full of ideas." That's right.
Hello.
We need to
That's
be.
our job.
You need to be insightful. You need to be providing insights and information to folks. And so, if you're able to have a system that, if a lead is not qualified, throw them into a nurturing campaign.
Sure.
Tag those leads. Make sure that they're on the right track, and unifying sales and marketing with a CRM system or a marketing automation system like HubSpot, which is a big proponent of the inbound
Absolutely.
marketing movement.
So tell us a little bit about inbound marketing, since we brought that up a little bit. How do you incorporate that with Tech Advocate Group?
So what we do with it is we're inbound marketing and inbound sales. And so basically the idea is personalization, being where your buyer, your target is in their process. It's taking the perspective of the buyer. Are they at the top of their funnel? Are they saying, okay, well, I think I have a problem, but I'm not quite sure. Let me do some research there. Or are they towards the bottom and they're considering, working with you? And so perhaps you need to have some case studies, some real stories to create emotion, things like that they can identify with. Okay, well, not only can I have this problem, or they can solve my problem, I'm seeing how they're doing it for other people just like me. And so bringing that all together and then providing that type of collateral content to your sales team, you have an inbound organization. So everyone has that mindset, and these tools enable that.
And that's a huge change, amazingly huge. That's why we've got the experts from Gulf South Technology Solutions. It's in their best interest to be knowledgeable. They're not here to rip off the client. It is like night and day. Sales has done a complete 180, and it's now entirely about the customer.
It's about problem solving. And if you're not there providing a solution that's going to solve that customer's problem, why are you there? If they don't have a problem that needs to be solved, they don't need you.
Well, there are a lot of folks in the bad rating on Angie's list who need to get that message, that's for sure. But the guys over here at Gulf South Technology Solutions know about networking, computing, your needs, and they are available online at
GulfSouthTech.com
or via the phone.
225-216-2169.
And Natalie Noel is with Tech Advocate Group. And a dirty little secret. All right, going to let the cat out of the bag. Where did you start your career in sales and marketing?
I was here at Ego 98.1, and we had lots of clients all around here. And Darren and I did a lot of remotes together at some very special places.
We're not. Yeah, we'll have to talk off air about some of those
special
memories.
places. Boy, that sounds fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Quite the good time. But
Quite fun.
Appreciate you guys having me here. We can be reached at techadvocategroup.com, and look forward to talking to you guys later.
Natalie knows her stuff. She really does. Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate it.
All right, coming up, Father's Day. Let's get Dad some cool tech gifts. We'll talk about it next on Tech Gumbo. Talk 107.3 FM, WBRP, Baton Rouge's local talk and information leader.